Let's talk a little bit about the employee who is working full-time while grieving. I had a real interest in this area and did a lot of work with corporations on grieving employees. And one of the greatest fears an employee often has is that they will fall apart at work, they'll fall apart in a presentation, they will not be able to perform at work. And yet there is a way that they can deal with their grief and deal with work also. One of the best ways that they can help themselves is to not feel that they have to completely suppress their grief, but instead to set up a time after work where they have 15 or 20 minutes, say at 6:30 or 7 at night, that they let themselves think about their loved one, they let themselves have all the feelings that go on with that loved one, and this isn't always sadness. They can often feel humor, thinking about stories about their loved one. The point is to have the freedom to feel whatever you feel. And in doing this, it's also very helpful to maybe play music that your loved one once liked, to read stories that they once liked, whatever, wherever those feelings take you. You can write in a journal, but you let yourself just have 15 or 20 minutes. And why? The reason is that grief can take over your life, and you don't want it to take over your whole evening as well. You will know the next day at 6:30 or 7, whatever time you set up, you will also be able to deal with these emotions again, wherever that grief takes you. This can help an employee who is working full-time because they find that if the feelings start to come up at work, they can instead say, I can deal with this when I go home. I have that time then, I don't need to deal with it now. And I found that with many of these grieving employees, it took only a few days before they were able to really deal with the emotions at work and felt much more in control. Work can be a refuge. My dissertation was all on work as a refuge. And I've seen this with people where work can be the one place where their life is not out of control. They can feel productive. They can feel like they can make a difference when their whole personal life is in total chaos because of a loss.